Greetings, Rovers. We're back at it with another one. Today we are going to be going over shell credits. I know a lot of you have been reaching out to me as you are starting to realize that you are running out of shell credits very quick, as the amount of shell credits it takes to upgrade things in this game, echoes, weapons, just pretty much everything takes shell credits to do. If you're anything like me, you're looking for every single source of shell credits that you can get, and it's currently becoming a problem. So, today we're going to go over all of the ways to get shell credits that you may not know about. I've collaborated with my Twitch chat at twitch.tv/lolshinya, where I'm currently live. Please come over and drop me a follow. You may learn some new things over there. So let's get right into it. So first and foremost, not a lot of you have found this out yet, but over at the Souvenir shop over in the main city, you can purchase 8,000 shell credits worth for 6 wood grains 20 times. This is an amazing source of shell credits. You can only buy this once. We do not know if this is going to be resetting, so make sure you go do this now. It is located in the main city, right here on my ping. Go over there and do so. Next up, we have the Tiger's Maw Mine, which this requires you to do 2 days worth of exploration quests. Once you have unlocked the Tiger Maw's Mine, you will simply teleport over to the teleporter. You're going to go over here to the Tiger Maw ore. You're going to track that. You're going to go over here. Bear with me for a second while we run over here. Once we get over here, you're going to get about 100,000 shell credits just for turning in the ore that is found all around the Tiger Maw Mine. You just go and break it. It is the blue ore, so you're going to be looking for the blue ore. So here it is. You can turn in, again, you can turn in 50 times. You need 50 pieces of ore for 2,000 each, which will give you another 100k. Now, not a lot of you knew about that. Again, you need to do 2 days worth of dailies in order to get that. Next, we're going to go over to the Tower of Adversity. That's the wrong place. We're going to go over to the Tower of Adversity. This is where we're going to get the next chunk of credits. So doing the Tower of Adversity, this is the endgame mode, which is basically like Memory of Chaos, if you're familiar from Honkai Star Rail. The Tower of Adversity, simply for completing the modes, you'll be able to buy... You're going to get these blue credits. This is the Tower of Adversity currency. You're going to be able to get 500k just from turning these in. And from doing the floors themselves, you get specific rewards. You will be able to unlock roughly about 120 to 130,000 shell credits just for completing all of the challenges. This is a very late game mode, so you may not be able to get all of these, but this is a very good source of credits that you may be missing. Next up, we're going to go over to the depths of the elusive realm. This is like the simulated universe, if you're familiar with Star Rail. You're going to go over here and do these. You're going to be able to get roughly about 225,000 from turning in the elusive specimens. Again, right here, you turn in these little elusive specimens. This is where you can get shell credits, about 225,000. You can also unlock other materials here, but if you are significantly low on shell credits like I am, this is a great spot to go do so. Next up, we're going to go back over to the main city. We're going to go to the Pioneer Association, which is basically the Explorations Guild. After you have explored the map at various breakpoints, you will be able to go over here and talk to Maki here, who will give you various rewards. But shell credits is one of the main ones, right? So every time you level up, every other time it looks like, you're going to get shell credits. So make sure, if you haven't done these yet, you're doing your exploration, you're going out in the world, and you are uncovering chests and different things out in the world to unlock this Pioneer level. Very great place to go. Next up, we have the store. You can, and I'm not going to say this is a great way to spend your oscillated corals, but if you're like me and you've almost bought out the shop for the month, you can turn 6 oscillated corals into 3,000 shell credits each. This should be used as a last-ditch scenario, as you want to save your corals for other things such as leveling materials, but if you have pulled a lot, you can use that to buy these shell credits here. Next up, we have the Sonnet's caskets, which is going to be in the town again. You're going to go over to the vendor that you turn in your Sonnet's caskets. We're going to run over here real quick. From turning in your silence caskets, we're looking at roughly another 150,000. So again, you're looking for Chen-Pi over here, who is a relic merchant. Basically, every time you hit a new level and turn these in, you're going to be getting shell credits. So make sure, again, when you're doing your exploration, you're looking out for these silence caskets. So next up, we have the Wuthering Gift code. If you haven't used Wuthering Gift, all you need to do is go to the start menu, hit the little cog down here, go to this little bottom left over here, this little wrench, and then redeem, and then type in Wuthering Gift. This is going to give you another 10,000 shell credits to get. Next up, we have the hologram bosses. This is the true late game mode. And if you haven't done the hologram bosses yet, they are very hard. They're very difficult. Each difficulty that you clear, you're going to get about 20,000 shell credits. So make sure you're going over there and doing those. Again, these are the time attack modes. You have 5 minutes to kill the boss. Very difficult. On the topic of that, the task set fields, every time you have done it for the first time, there is a lot of task set fields all around the map. I suggest if you haven't gone to a task set field yet, it's these little monster icons. You get first time clear rewards. I have unfortunately already done them, all of them already, so I have already gotten my first time clear rewards. But make sure you're going over to them and taking advantage of those. Next up today, we did also just get 600,000 shell credits in the mail. For a technical issue that Kuro had with Echoes. Make sure you collect that if you haven't seen your mail yet. Another thing to do, make sure you guys are doing your guidebook and your milestones. This is another pretty significant source of shell credits, as each basic step that you do is going to be giving you some sort of materials or shell credits. A lot of you are missing out on this, especially with your databank XP. You're getting a lot of databank XP from that. Next up, we have the combat trainings, the basic trainings for dodging, outro skills, and all of the resonators. You're going to get roughly about 200k worth of shell credits if you go and do all of these. Very important, go do these. As you can see, I have not done these yet, and I am missing out on a bunch. A ton of stuff over here. So, on the topic of shell credits as well, so for data sets, you get these as you complete the holograms, as I talked about earlier. You are able to turn these data set tokens into shell credits as well. Obviously, there's phantom skins on here and there's tuner skins, so you may want to buy those first. But again, if you are really hurting for those shell credits, use this as a last case scenario. If you do all level 3s to level 4s, you should be able to get roughly about 500k shell credits from doing this. Next up, we have the current event going on called the Overdash Club. This event just started today, and each track is going to unlock daily. But you're able to get roughly about 40,000 shell credits per day from this event up until the 6th day, in which you cannot get any more rewards. Next up in the town, we have being able to turn your wave plates, your energy, directly into shell credits. You're able to turn 40 wave plate energy into 72,000 shell credits. Waveplate energy is extremely important, obviously, so use this as a last case, last ditch effort if you are really hurting for shell credits, but you can do them if to top yourself off. And last but not least, one thing many of you may not be aware of is that you need to be leveling up your synthesis and your cooking. So what does that mean? Going over to the synthesizer, we can see that in the top left over here, we have a synthesis level. Each proficiency skill that you get to, level 1, 2 through, I believe, 4, you're going to get about 10,000 credits down here. I'm in the way. You're going to be able to get about 10,000 credits for each level. So make sure that you're on top of this. You could do the same thing for cooking. We're going to run over to the cooking trainer to show that off as well. But guys, this is another spot that a lot of you are missing your shell credits from. You may already be getting it and may have not already just claimed your rewards. So make sure you are checking that out. So again, top left, chef level, down over here, behind my big face, you're missing out on shell credit rewards. It may not be completely worth it because you do need to spend shell credits in order to level those two up, but they are another source of materials. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much it for now. If you know of any materials or any shell credits that I have missed, is there anything that you have found out in the game? Let me know down in the comments below. Again, guys, I am live right now over at twitch.tv/LOLshinya. I'd appreciate it if you drop by. And as always, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. I sincerely appreciate you. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, Rovers.